Yo, what is up, everyone? XL Grind here, and of course, I got more Borderlands 2 for you. We are actually finally getting into I guess, my main series of vids that I'll be doing for Borderlands. Like I was saying in the last vid, I believe that the challenge series is definitely what I will be working on, what you can expect to see here on my channel. So let me explain for those of you who don't know or are first coming to my channel. Welcome you all. And let me explain what challenge series vids are, okay? In each one of the challenge series vids, you will notice that there's some kind of... we are at a disadvantage. Let's put it like that, okay? So the enemies will always have an advantage in challenge series vids. Be it either, as you can see right now in this vid, they are at least 10 levels higher than us. What we're doing is like a playthrough that's after your ultimate Vault Hunter mode. I have a friend of mine who figured out a little way in order to make this happen, and so, you know, we kind of like doing stuff like this, you know, testing ourselves, testing our teamwork, you know, how well we can work together, how well we can make characters that can work together, you know, so working on certain skills and so forth like that, so that way you can complement each other and push each other as far as you can through the campaign. So that is our strategy. That's what challenge series is about. It's about definitely overcoming your downfall. You know, you're definitely going to be outnumbered. You're going to definitely be outgunned. They're gonna, you know, it's just going to be crazy. The odds are always going to be against us in every challenge series vid. There will be different ways of putting it together. You always know immediately that there will be no bar, no badass round, but there are going to be more differences, you know, as well. So each vid won't just be the same kind of challenge. Here you see us using our modded characters. We have our modded ammo characters with us right now. I have XL Psycho. He's using a character that's similar to mine. It's got just a bunch of ammo on it, which allows us not to have to worry about, you know, trying to find ammo. Although I know you're like, well, Gron, you're using an infinity pistol. Well, yeah, I'm trying to test out a lot of different weapons because I've not done this before. What you're seeing right now is the first time we've ever done this. I've ever done this. Psycho's never done this before, and it's you know, so I'm kind of really just kind of testing out to see what weapon is going to work for me. And so far, I was sticking with the this infinity because it was working. A lot of the other weapons that I tend to use a lot weren't doing the damage that I wanted them to do. And even like the infinity is, I can't say that it's not doing a tremendous amount of damage. If you notice, like, none of the elements are sticking to these guys. You can't slag them. They're not burning. They're not you know, no element is they're just not sticking to them. You'll see some red numbers or blue numbers, green numbers come off, but you don't see those guys actually catching on fire. You won't see them ignite electricity. You won't see any of that. They're just too hard. So, you know, it kind of kills a lot of the weapons that we were using, and it actually made me come back down to the basic infinity pistol, which seems to be helping. I don't know why. Still trying to understand it. I have like a ton of weapons to use, but I promise you, you know, the infinity pistol was working for me. So that's why you see me running around with it on a character that has a ton of ammo. I know it makes no sense, but I'm just using what works, and we're trying to get through this thing without dying. You know, that's one of our big goals, is to not die. You can go down, but to stay in close proximity to each other, to have those characters that can complement each other, you know, get each other up quickly. Those are what you have to work on. That's what we're working on. That's the reason why we're doing these kinds of videos. So just throwing that out there, you know, letting you understand exactly what you're going to be looking at, what you can expect, and what we're doing. Just explaining to you a little bit of what we're doing. So now that I've said that, you can expect to see modded challenge series, and you can expect to see normal challenge series stuff. So when I say normal, I mean just characters that are just like the way you get them. The only other modded characters that you will see on my channel are just the character that you see right now with the ammo. That's the only thing I like to use. And all of you who, a lot of you who are already, you know, viewers on my channel and have seen a couple of my vids understand already about my ammo characters. But I do have other characters as well, and I do have vids of just normal characters up. You'll be able to easily differentiate which, you know, videos are modded, of modded footage and which are not, because it will be in the title and in the description under the vid. So it will be simple for you to just take a look, read, and see, you know, which vids you would like to take a look at. Another thing I would like to remind you all, playlists. All my Borderlands, all my vids are in playlists. So please, when you come in and you're checking out and you're trying to find stuff to navigate, the easiest way to navigate the channel, because I do have quite a few vids up, is to use your playlist. I have them all set up and I keep them organized, and every time I upload a new vid, I make sure to put it in the playlist where it needs to go. So that way it's easier for you to find it, alright? Just to let y'all know about that as well. So now that I've explained everything as far as challenge series and how you can, you know, what you can look forward to, I got some other news that I wanted to talk about as well. And that's some news that I heard, that I've actually read from Randy Pitchfork. So, a lot of you were saying that this was the last DLC. I didn't feel that way. The reason why I did not feel that way is because of the way the Tiny Tina DLC ended. And there was another, like, I have this thing about foreshadowing. I really catch on, you know, when I'm looking at a story and I'm reading something or looking at a movie, you know, if they throw foreshadowing in there, a lot of times I get it. I see it immediately. There was like a little, I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't even pay it any mind or have never even paid it any mind. But one or two times I've loaded my level 61 character, and a little screen will come up and it will say, this level 61 character cannot advance any further until more DLC is released. That's what the window says. It's happened to me a couple of times when I've loaded my characters, and I'm not sure why. But that screen comes up, and that to me told me that they have plans to put what? Come on, y'all can, I know you can guess it, right? A level cap increase. You know, if you play Borderlands 1, you know that we went up to level 69 in that game. And you know, I had to go back and look at Borderlands to see that. I really thought that I was forgetting that, I thought we were at 60, bottom line. I thought we were at level 60 with the cap. And I went back to check it out with a friend because, you know, I have a couple friends who said, hey, you know, I got Borderlands, you want to try it out? Help us out. And then when I loaded up my game, I had like level 69 characters, and I was like, whoa, 69? Okay. So why wouldn't we go to, say, 71 in this game? Why wouldn't Gearbox take us to 71? I think they are. Okay, that's just me. That's my prediction. If you listen or you watch my vid, then you've heard it right here on my channel. I predict we go to 71. I'm almost positive of it, as a matter of fact. And another thing that I bet you that's gonna happen, and I bet you that Flint is gonna try to kick our butt, but he ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. At least I'm gonna try not to let him do it, y'all, because this is actually what I really wanted to show you. The other part of the gameplay, like leading up to this fight, you know, it's just crazy madness, right? So I definitely wanted to show that to you. But it actually took us an hour and like 15 minutes, everybody, just to get from the gate where the video starts to killing Flint. And this video, as you can see, is like a little bit over 20 minutes long. I tried to cut out so much, and I actually had to because it was so long. There was no way I was gonna put up a vid of, you know, I was no way I was gonna put up this vid just to get into just to get to Flint, you know, and it was like an hour and something like that. Of course not. So I trimmed it down for you, of course, to take out all that other stuff. But that's just an example of how tough this is and how slow Burning and I, or XCL Psycho and I, had to take this thing. It's not an easy task, and you must have some patience. So I want to make sure that all of you know, you watching, that you can jump in with me, okay? All you have to do is go to Raptor. I'm always posting on Raptor. You'll be able to go to Raptor and see me there. Just search XCL Grinding. And if you want to jump in or help us out, have some fun, you are more than welcome to join me, okay? Anytime. And it's gonna go for any of the games that I play. I got Dark Souls coming up, and I'm definitely gonna be looking for people who want to jump in and get some PvP going, you know, get some co-op going on some of those bosses. I'm not gonna do co-op on all of them. I've already done some of them actually, and yeah, I'm gonna do, you know, they're solo. And you gotta forgive me, because when I start thinking 100 miles an hour, it's like my mouth can't keep up sometimes. So I'm sorry, people, but let me slow it back down and contain myself, because I get excited. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things that I want to do, that I'm going to do, and all of them can include any of you, okay? Any of my viewers, anybody who watches first time here, or if you're a long time subscriber and you've been following me for, you know, since I started, whatever, whoever you are, if you're a gamer, if you're not really a gamer but you have this game and you want to check it out with me, just leave a comment and don't be scared, okay? Because I run modded lobbies and we run regular lobbies, and we do challenge series in both styles. So you're always going to be able to see some modded stuff if you want to see that, like you're looking at right now. And I'm always going to have the challenge series stuff that has to do with just our normal characters. So just the way you find them, the way everybody can get them. We're going to be running different challenges with that. You can already see a couple of vids that I put up with that from this past weekend. We did a whites only party. Woo! That was crazy. That was crazy, people. Oh my gosh, we had no badass rank. And we had a whites only. And I ain't trying to be, you know, racist in that. Damn! Them whites suck! Yo, the white gear is absolutely atrocious. It's terrible. I didn't even realize how bad it was until I tried this challenge. Absolutely ridiculously just bad. Everybody bad. But I know you're like, well then why do it? Because can't just the challenge of trying to get it done. You know what I mean? If I can get 3 solid players with me and we can complete a map or kill a boss or raid boss or something like that in that kind of setting, come on. That's pretty good. That shows teamwork. And it definitely shows the class of players that I had with me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's different if you got people that are just dying all over the place. You know, then it just sucks. It's nothing. But to stay together, to work together, to keep each other alive. You know, and when I say keep each other alive, like I got some footage coming up, guys, where you will see the 4 of us working like a team. Like it's crazy. You know, I see somebody running up on Psycho, I phase lock him. You know, and then we had a Gunzerker in there, and Chuckles, I believe his name was Chuckles. Please, Chunky, that's his name. I'm so bad with names. I'm starting to write them down so I won't mess anybody up, so I won't forget you when I'm doing these. Cause there's no sense in you joining me if I don't give you a proper shout out, okay? So yeah, the next stuff you'll see later, a little bit later on. I might put that up maybe tomorrow or something. I got some 4-player, you know, for part 3, and it's crazy. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely crazy. You know, the more people that are in here, the harder the enemies are, and the more of them there are. So you can imagine how crazy it will be. All right. And it's great though, it's absolutely great. But back to what I'm saying about the teamwork, I think that shows, you know, that shows how good of players really are. To me, a lot right now, there are just too many players, gamers that play these co-op games that are just out to show, you know, how, you know, I can kill all this stuff, blah 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 blah, whatever. It does. I could care less. But can you do it with your team? Can you keep your teammates alive? Can you push together, push forward with your team? You know what I mean? And when we play at 61s and we play normally Ultimate Ball Hunter mode, you know, the guys and I, we're geared up pretty well. So it's a lot easier to make it through that. I mean, I don't really find it difficult. That's why I had to come up with challenge series, because it's really not difficult to do it. You know, to come out of it, you can go through and, you know, mop the floor with these guys for the most part. But if you gotta, you know, so if you put your how can I say it? I can't even get my words out right. If the practice with the commentaries, guys. Please be patient with me. I'm trying to get better. But if you can, I can't even think of the word. I need to read more or something. Like, I need to like put my head in a dictionary and study. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I just totally messed up my whole train of thought as to what I was saying, because I'm distracted now. Flint's trying to kick my butt and he won't die. But like I was saying, I think I got it now. Okay, if you can come together and do things right, that's why we set these challenge series up, to make it a challenge. It's not a challenge right now at 61 Ultimate Ball Hunter mode. I think that Gearbox knows that, and that's why, like, I think my prediction is that they're gonna come up with another play mode. Right? They're gonna do that, because there are guys who have spent so much time in this game and have developed their characters. They're good at it. They know what skills to use. They know what to go change when they're going to fight different bosses. And they know what weapons to use with those skills that they're using in their tree in order to make their character even stronger. And those are the things, those are the kind of players that I'm looking for to help me in the challenge series. I want to show you off, man. The girls that can really get down, come on. I mean, everybody, okay? This is for everybody. Like I say, don't be scared. Alright, so I got one more thing I want to say, like a prediction. Alright, so I already talked about the level cap increase, right? I really feel that's coming. Another thing I really feel that's coming is the moon base. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Maya comes up. She says, hey, we just beat the mess out of this Hyperion informant, and he coughed up the code to the moon base. For any of you who really feel that this is the last thing, come on, guys. I mean, like I said, I pick up on foreshadowing, but that wasn't even foreshadowing. They just straight up told you. Like, they just told you we're going to the moon base. Alright? I mean, if you don't believe me, just go back and play Tiny Tina. And if you haven't played Tiny Tina yet, what are you waiting on? That's probably like the best DLC that they put in the game so far, or one of them, because I'm a big fan of Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt and Torg. I mean, I think those two DLCs are epic. I do. I think they're good. And the only reason I think I'm really a bit more, I like Tiny Tina's more is because my boy Roland is back for a little while anyway. You know, just for a little bit. You know, they had to put Roland back in there. I mean, come on, he was the only black guy. And they killed him, so they had to put him back, right? Even if it was, for imaginary purposes, just to make Tina feel a little better for the time being. But, he had to come back, right? Thank you, Gearbox, Man, hard for a black man. I know some people are like, what? Yeah. Whatever. So now that that's done, we're getting ready to finally take Flint down. Die, Flint, die, come on. Finally. Man, that took forever, guys. My goodness, it took forever. See what I mean? And that's just Flint. Can you imagine what, like, Terramorphous or Pete, G? Now, Master G is just ew, right? We all hate Master G because he's just a terrible raid boss. The way you have to fight him, right? But we're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna do it. So I want to thank all of you for coming, for watching another exclusive gamers vid. I thank you for listening to me ramble, and I ask you to check out part 3. All right, look forward to part 3. Thank you all, and have a great day. Later.